We are back with Judy Tomczak, a mom dealing with the alcohol and drug addiction of her daughter, a story that's becoming all too familiar in this country as opioid addiction is increasing to epidemic levels. Judy, I know that wasn't necessarily what your daughter was on. She was on many different things, but you know, you're a mom. And so part of what we want to talk about here is the hard lessons you had to learn, because you made some mistakes along the way, you learned some hard things. So what's the number one thing you learned in trying to deal with her addiction?
Ooh, that's a good question. Number one thing. I learned that I'm a good mom. Because you know what? When you could have 5 children and 4 of them could do fantastic in life, but you have one that's struggling, that one child is the one you measure your worth as a mother by. And I learned in the middle of this that I have more than one child. Both chose different paths. And though I'm not perfect, I'm a long way from being a bad mom. And I know that I did the best I could. And so knowing that helped me let go of the blame and the shame, the guilt that I felt for what she was going through. Because of course, I didn't provide a perfect home for her. So there's a lot of guilt attached to this. And I made mistakes along the way, definitely. But second to that, I learned how much God loves me. Not because of anything I've done or will do, but He loves me just because, and that His love isn't dependent on my performance in this life. But more important than that, He loves her that same way. And so in really grasping that, I was able to let her go and be in His hands, because I realized He loves her and will go to the ends of the earth for her and do things that I can't.
That's so good. You know, you wrote your story in this book, which makes me laugh, the title, When the Light at the End of the Tunnel is Another Train.
Perfect, right?
Right, I know. And that is kind of the life of dealing with an addict. But one of the things you said in here, a counselor told you, you would not take credit for your child's accomplishments. So why would you take the blame for their failures?
Right. She put it really well, actually. She said if your daughter was standing in front of a crowd getting awards for all the amazing things that she has done in her life, would you be standing behind her going, it's me, I did that, it's all me?
Of course not.
She said, why then are you taking the credit for all her failures? That really helped a lot. It hit a chord with me.
And another thing you learned, I love this little, you have this as a fridge magnet. What I cannot control will not control me. What do you mean by that?
Well, that became my motto. I stuck it everywhere. It was on my work wall. It was everywhere I would see first thing in the morning and, you know, throughout my day, my phone screensaver. And what it does for me, it's not magic, but it's my thing to help me not to go to a place of worry, not to go to a place of chaos in my mind, because this battle was over 10 years. Well over 10 years of ups and downs, back and forth. And so this thought came into my head one day, what I cannot control will not control me. So it works like this. If something happens, I think, can I do anything to change this or control it? If the answer is no, then I give it to God and I go on. If I can do something, great. But so much of this battle is out of my control.
That is some good wisdom. We just have 30 seconds left, but just give us an update on how Ashley's doing today.
I purposely ended my book with a no solution or no end, because I was healthy before she was healthy. And I have seen her do so well for so long, I've stopped counting. I do have her back in my life on a daily basis. Love her very much. And I'm very proud of her. I will never know the kind of courage it takes to fight this battle. And I have mad, mad respect for her.
Love that. Thank you so much. There's so much more we could unpack. I think people are going to have to get your book again, When the Light at the End of the Tunnel is Another Train. Judy Tomczak, thank you so much for coming to share your story. If you're dealing with someone in your life struggling with an addiction or any other destructive pattern, especially your kids, and you just want someone to pray with you and listen to you and just agree with you that God will keep moving and help you on that journey of trust, which is easy to say and really, really hard to do, I just want to encourage you to give us a call. The number is 1-866-273-4444.